Hello, everybody. So, today I just found a very good topic and I would like to talk about this one. And shout out to my teammate Vishnu who gave me this topic. And the topic is about suffering and suffering in life. And suffering is a part of life, just like anything else. Whether it is growing old, getting taller, you know what I'm saying? It's just part of life. Suffering is something every single human being must go through. And I just think that people are not okay with this. People don't want to suffer. People don't want these negative things happening to them. And I agree. I mean, why would anybody want anything bad happening to them, right? But is it really bad? That is my question. Is suffering a bad thing? I mean, it depends on the kind of suffering you're going through. But most certainly, if you believe that it is only bad for, like, it's a very negative term, you're certainly wrong, my friend. It's not. Suffering is something you must go through to get to a new level, whether it is physical, mental, anything. Just like the old quote, which is about something about darkness and light. It says, you have to go through the darkness to see the light, and we experience this every single day. If I wake up tomorrow and I want to see the sun, then I must go through tonight. You know what I'm saying? I must go through these how many hours these are. You know what I'm saying? 10, 12, 18, 15. You know what I'm saying, right? I have to get through these hours tonight in order to see the sunrise tomorrow morning. The question is this night bad? And the answer is, it might be for you, it might not be for me. And vice versa, it might be for me, it might not be for you. But the real answer is that you must choose your sufferings. Now, let me get this straight. We all want to go to the next level in anything you do. If you don't want to go, then you're probably doing the wrong thing. And in order to go to the next level, you must suffer. You must suffer. You should absolutely suffer. Now, let me explain this in a sports context, in my context. This time, I will not be explaining in any student's context because I'm tired of that, giving those student examples, and I'm sure my audience who listens to this probably understands things by now. So, listen, working out is something that I do every single day, sometimes twice, sometimes thrice a day. And there are parts of a workout which take me mentally in a very dark place. Very dark place. Hard to explain. Extremely dark. By dark, I don't mean uh, anything negative here. That's what I'm saying. It's not a negative place, but it's dark. If you know, you know. That is the time where negative thoughts come in my mind. That dark place is not negative, it brings some negative thoughts. And what are these? Okay, let's take it easy, let's go slow. It's okay, we can do it every single day, let's do it tomorrow. All that type of stuff. Now, of course, if you pull a rubber band too much, you're gonna break it. But doesn't mean that you shouldn't pull that at all. You know what I'm saying? And every single day there's some kind of workout, whether it is just for a couple minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. You must learn how to get through it. Now, you should relate in your life, whether I'm talking about how I feel when I'm working out. Not all the exercises, just some of them. There comes a pain, and It's not good. It's a very dramatic one. I mean, I feel like sitting down and just leaving leaving the class sometimes. Honestly, that particular group of muscle is burning. My mind is telling me, okay, man, let's quit. It's okay. You already got so far and all that type of stuff. But I convince it. No, we're not quitting because I want to take it to the next level. So let's say you're doing something. Okay, you're doing let me guess. Let me think of a hard exercise, guys. I'm not able to think here. Okay, so for me, I'll tell. In August, September, that time period, I found these continuous jump squats very hard. So a jump squat is something where you have to like squat down and then jump up and explode and then come back to position, reset and repeat it again. Now, jump squats is not hard, but doing jump squat one after one after one without the reset for a minute or two continuously, oh my god, that burns my legs, and I was not able to do that. I would stop. Of course, there are physical aspects of it that the more fitter you get, the easier it gets. But I'm talking more about the mental side in here. And uh, sometimes I make decisions that I'm not going to quit today, no matter what. So let's say you're doing something and you're doing some jump squats in that minute, one after the other, after the other, after the other, and you stop for a microsecond also. Not like stop. Stop means you just pause knowingly. It's not unintentionally. You intentionally stop to take a breather or something like this. You you're done. That's not how it's supposed to be done, in my opinion. When you're suffering, I want you to push the pace, but which is very hard to do because physically your body won't allow that. But try to, so that at least you'll keep up with the pace and keep doing the workout. Now, this is what I'm talking about. This suffering. This is suffering. This suffering is not negative in any means. Of course, I might enjoy myself here and there, but I mean, it's part of it. But this is what I'm talking about. Once you have that mindset of never quitting, listen, nobody is perfect at this. Everybody has a quitter in them. Every single person. But with that being said, every single person has a warrior in them. Now you must choose in a circumstance whether you want to bring the quitter out or you want to bring the warrior out. And make no mistakes, when the warrior comes out, it's not as good as you think it is. Because when you pull a rubber band so hard, it is going to break. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't pull the rubber band at all, it's of no use. So you must know exactly how much to pull. And I'm not saying I never quit. I'm not saying that. So there is exercise called boat hold. It is extremely hard to do. I don't stop in that, I don't quit in that, but I grab my legs in that because it is hard. Now, I don't know if I'm physically incapable of doing this. I do not think so. I think it's all mental. But I try to get better each time, and there will come a day where I'll be able to do both hold without holding my legs. And I'm okay with accepting that because I know eventually I will reach that point mentally. That's what I want my audience to do, is to understand that suffering is not negative. If you're going through something in your life, whether it is any kind of issues, now since I spoke about physical stress because it is very easy to explain, there's no mental effort I'm going to give, you know what I'm saying. But if you're going through anything right now, whether it is uh, you know people talk about depression and all, but depression is one in a hundred case, like in the real depression, not like the fake social media depression nowadays. But yeah, so if you're suffering from anything right now, I wanted to say depression, but then I changed my mind. So if okay, let's convert into sadness. If you're sad right now, if you have any kind of emotions, if things are not going well in your life, if things are not working out, if things are not happening as you expected them to happen, you know, your favorite person is perhaps ill, perhaps not doing as well as they used to do, perhaps your friends is not talking to you because of any kind of reason. Understand that this, if you think this is suffering, then this is not bad. Even if you think this is bad, perhaps now you're thinking that, but it's not bad. this is this is happening to you because this is going to take you to a next level. I don't know in what way it's going to take you, it's on you. But my point is here, when things are going wrong, there you have to stay positive, because it is easy to stay positive when things are going right. Everything is in place, you're doing everything right, it's easy to stay positive. It's hard to stay positive when things are negative. I just wanted to share a real quick story, but I'm hesitating a little bit because this is a little close to me and I don't really share these stories, but fine, I'll do it anyways. So, because of certain circumstances, uh, when I went to Mumbai the first day, right, and things didn't really work out for me there in terms of getting a place, and everybody was. It was kind of, I was thinking. No, I was not thinking. I mean, my elders were telling me to go back home, and you know, MMA is a very harsh sport. You're gonna get injured. You're gonna get cut. You probably not gonna make any money. Even if you make, it'll be peanuts. All the type of stuff. It is hard. Even people with the most talents get bashed in the sport and all that type of stuff. And I know they were telling me not to discourage me, but they just wanted me to be. They didn't want to see me suffering. Suffering in the sense, see a failure later on in my professional career. But that kind of brings you down a little bit. It didn't bring me down. This was suffering for me. This was a hard stage, a very hard stage mentally. I'm not going into anything in detail because there are things I don't want to talk about, at least for now. Perhaps I'll do it later. But I didn't feel great. But still, that time, so I don't know if I told this again, I'll come back to this. So that day I couldn't find a room for myself, so I slept in the gym, and thigh pads were my pillows. Luckily I had a blanket, so yeah. And I slept in the gym that day. I'm not saying sleeping in the gym is suffering or anything, it's fun. But and I slept, and as my head hit the thigh pads, which is my pillow that day, I said to myself that I'm going to make it. I'm going to be a UFC world champion no matter what. There was no doubt in my mind. Even though I was going through through that phase. And you might not find it as dark as I'm describing it, but trust me, I'm not describing this even 10% of what the thing actually was. But yeah, so this was a small example, but I have done this numerous times. So yeah, again, like I said, it's on you. If you think this is bad for you, it might actually turn out bad for you. So when life throws this quote unquote sufferings on you, it's hard to embrace them, to be honest, but at least try to stay positive. Try to stay positive and understand that this is something that you need, this is something that you require to get to the next level. Again, remember the physical example I gave you. If so, I joined my current gym, Combat Kinetics, in November, mid of November, and we did this jump squats. I made a decision that day in my mind that I'm not going to quit, and I didn't quit. And today I can do jump squats. I will not say with relative ease, they are still hard, but I can do them for a minute straight. There's no stopping me. Of course, it's hard and all that type of stuff, but there's no stopping me. So understand that you must go through that pain, to achieve that next level. So I went through that pain to achieve the next fitness level that I am in right now. And the things that I'm not able to do right now, I have to push myself mentally so that my physical uh, self will achieve those things in the upcoming days. Well, this is not the exact topic that my friend told me to talk about, but then I just found that I would talk about this. But life is not suffering here. This is just not. Life is not suffering. Life is beautiful, and suffering is just a part of it. So take it, take it positively. Take a chill pill. That's it. So yeah, remember, life is not a suffering. Life is absolutely beautiful. Life is what you think it is. I'll end it here. Life is what you think it is. If you think it is hell, it is hell. If you think it's heaven, it's heaven. If you think it's suffering, it'll turn out to be that way. There's a famous saying, uh, you are the way you believe you are. I just got it wrong. I told you, right, my English doesn't really work well when I'm talking on the podcast. But so if you think yourself in a certain way, you eventually become that way. That's what I wanted to say. And yeah, that's it. Again, I'll end it here. Life is. God, I even forgot that thing. Oh God. What did I say? Ah, life is what you think it is. Correct. Okay. Thank you for listening. Like, subscribe, whatever. Follow Spotify, guys. Yeah, Instagram. I haven't. I don't talk about Instagram enough on this. Follow on my Instagram also. Yeah. Like, subscribe, follow on Spotify, follow on Instagram. If you can follow on Google Podcast, I don't know. Follow on Google Podcast also. Do everything you can. If you don't want to follow, don't follow. I don't really care. I mean, if I cared, then this podcast wouldn't be where it is. Currently, it's nowhere. So it'll be somewhere in the near future though. And yeah, bye.